Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Starts the drive on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Go ahead. Watch it. Let's go.
On first down, Tagovailoa going right back to Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's Tua. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is third and goal. Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now Huntley wants to audible to another look.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Channing Tindall coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ready. They go play action with Huntley. That is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Kind of get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tongue rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Off the play action. Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Go!
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders at 500 at 6 and 6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Huntley on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey. Turbo 3, kick. 20, TX. Hey.
Tua sets up to pass it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Tua going to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Tua now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Now Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Houston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Tua now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson taking it in. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
3rd down. Here's Huntley now. Open here, Adam Thielen. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out right at the 35. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders on the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And there he goes again. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing up first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Come on, two. Step. Long. Solo left Zion.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. In motion comes the tight end left. Tua, a final shot before half. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Huntley's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. And he works makes it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Huntley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Huntley going to change the play here.
Hawk 70, Hawk. Check. Bring it.
Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Huntley. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Raiders! Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They run the option on second down. To a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Caught. It's Wilson. Down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They hand this off to Harris. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're going to you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
On second down, here's Huntley. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Huntley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll toss to Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a give, running left is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll buy some time right. He gets it complete to Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mustang 19. 19 Lion.
Huntley off of play action. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try the right side with Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Najee Harris, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Huntley looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Huntley. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for a loss.
79 Broncos. 18, 5 here.
They go play action with Huntley. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here, Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
Touchdown, Dolphins! Deebo Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now 2nd and 9. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside